おはようございます。新規はパイロットです。今日もマイクロソフトのフライトシミュレーターの公式集会に、参加していきたいと思います。今日の飛行地域はですね、
We sure missed you, right, everybody? I know I did.
カーボベルデ
But hopefully you did,
17
you
ペ
know,
ージ。
relax, not think about maybe flying planes, or maybe that's all you did. I don't know, but I hope you spent time with people you like and love. But we're ready to fly again. My name is Jane.
これがアフリカ大陸ですね。アフリカのこの西の端っこにある、これがダカール、パリダカールレースっていうのが昔ありましたよね。その、アフリカの西の端っこよりさらに西ですね。を飛んでいきたいと思います。この地図で見るとなんだ？これがニコラウラ、ニコラウ島、サル島、ここに隠れちゃってる島が、ボアビスタ島、マイオ島、これがサンディアゴとボゴ島、こういう風に飛んでいきます。どんなところか全然知らないですけどね。ちょっと調べておけばよかったな、昨日。ということで。お、コルセアだ。朝一からいいのを見ましたね。マイクロソフトのライトニング2って垂直離陸もできるんだ。16度、2度、16度。この前は極地でしたが、今回は赤道からすぐ近くですね。マイクロソフトフライトシミュレーターのマルチ何機くらい見えるんでしたっけね。たくさんいってもなんか50機とかなんかそんなもんしか見えないんですよね。かっこいい飛行機ですね。はい、いいしていくみたいですね。最初のこのむちゃくちゃな状態でかなり事故が完全に重なってますね。はい、ローテーション。エアボーン。ギアアップ。
Gear fixed for me.
It's fine. So, cruise altitude?
7,000. 7,000?
No, 1,000.
Oh.
Only 1,500. Oh, which I already
So,
did.
on this takeoff, it might already be.
Depends if you want to play chicken.
Yeah, I'm already noticing it.
That's fine. It's
I don't know. Speaking about Twitch drops for places, that would be awesome.
What kind of Twitch drops do we have? Not like there's in-game news like that.
It's mostly tied to
Our loot is like
皆さん離陸
marketplace.
しましたね。ちょっと早いな。いや、50ノット。
Ah, exclusive liveries.
Oh, liveries would be cool, like a Twitch livery. Yeah.
Ah,
then we can all fly it use it every Friday.
If you're in chat, Inquest, take a note. That's something that we can look at.
start working on something.
Yeah, Tom's like, I already made one.
All right,
yesterday.
yeah, opening the file.
look at the traffic stream.
Wow.
M339 あら見えるやつだな。
Everybody, stay where you're at. Fwambi said we need pilot outfit drops. We need CD exclusive outfits.
Well, I'm telling you, you can buy this hat off Amazon. It was, I don't know, $20 Canadian, if I remember correctly. Money well spent, let me tell you.
I have this one that I bought, but it totally sucks because it's kind of like a cone shape and it won't stay flat. It's so...
Is that just the size, just the shape of your head?
No, it's not.
Wow.
Dang it. Damn it. Happy birthday, Mr. Kamepavos.
Inquest. The context of what we were asked to say your name for is one of our viewers in chat suggested we do Twitch drops. And then we got
現れたり消えたりがまだ安定しません。
a lightsaber livery,
飛行機を進め
a
ますか。
Twitch-themed lightsaber livery for one of the planes.
もう
So
All
just take a note.
speculative.
We can discuss this offline and see if it's actually feasible and possible for us to do that.
He might have scared some of us now.
Pet
Livery.
Pollets. I want actual 747.
早い。
Well, the last one ever came off the production line a couple months ago.
That's why I want it.
End of an era.
Yeah. Always
Well.
the stuff you can't have, right?
The Queen of the Skies is no more.
Well,
Well, I mean, they're still
yeah,
In
not being made.
no longer. They're not making any new ones. And many of the ones that are, they're it's a dying breed. 7%.
The day that really the last flying one stops, that will be something.
Well, you know, the DC-3 is still flying, so there might be someone
so-
flying.
Lucky
Jane, look at here.
Datum, happy birthday.
There's a volcano for you, Jane, right there.
Woo!
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Very interesting terrain here. It's quite a beautiful archipelago we're flying over here in Cabo Verde.
It is made up of 10 islands. 10
Is it?
and 5 islets.
All right, Jane, what is the difference between an island and an islet?
3 letters?
Wrong.
What's the answer?
I don't know.
Well,
Dang it.
here I was
I'll look
totally
it up.
expecting CD dropping the, this is
Actually.
An islet is a very small, often unnamed island. Most definitions are not precise, but some suggest that an islet has little or no vegetation. Not so important. So it's basically your classic deserted island you see in movies.
Okay.
Sitting on a beach. Wow.
なもんか。
So should we talk a little bit about the history of Cabo Verde as we're cruising? Now we're going between, we're island hopping across the archipelago today. So we took off, we're departing. I'm currently, let me take a look here, 66 nautical miles to our first touch and go on the next island. So we've got a while to chat here. So should we talk a little bit about the history of Cabo Verde? And Skeeter, I get that you're making
But
a
it makes
Monty
sense.
Python reference. I know what you're joking there, but it's actually a very nice segue to talking about the history of Cabo Verde. African or European? The answer is both. So, Cabo Verde is an archipelago off the western coast of Africa. It was uninhabited. No humans at all lived on the archipelago until around the year 1500, when it was discovered by Portuguese navigators. And it became a settlement, a colony of Portugal for basically the next 500 years, give or take. Had a bit of a dark history. Because of its geographic location, it was unfortunately part of the West African slave trade as a sort of port where ships were being sent across the Atlantic. So not exactly a pleasant story there.
No,
but starting from the
no,
19th century onwards, that sort of
割
ceased
と
to
不
happen.
毛の地ですね。
And since then, the economy of Cabo Verde has been very much service-oriented and tourist-based. what's happening. There's very few, as you can see. Just looking at the islands here, as you can see, there is very few natural resources. Pretty stark landscape on the island. Over 90% of the food consumed by the population of Cabo Verde is imported from elsewhere. So they only grow about 10% of their own food. In 1975, Cabo Verde became a sovereign independent nation, and it obtained its independence from and the local population is basically a melting pot, a combination of Europeans and Africans. And it's not like they're sort of separate, they live in their own, isolated neighborhoods or anything like that. It's actually very much a mixed community where everyone lives and works and cohabitates together, both the people of European and African descent. So, Smoota, your comment about African or European islands is actually very apropos for the history and culture of Cabo Verde, because the answer is both.
And there, we just kind of started. It's starting here. It's us. I don't think we're gonna hit another curve.
Well, our first touch and go is now 58 nautical miles away, so probably about 20 to 30 minutes flying time. I could pull out my whiz wheel and calculate that, but I don't have it handy.
VX9.
Oh, you got a flight computer there, Jay.
Which one is it?
Those are both whiz wheels.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like, just buy all these instruments. What they do, no idea.
It was just on the list of like, buy these. Like, I haven't gotten far enough.
You only need to during your return.
Currently indicated 162, speed is 168. What's my ground speed?
I might slow down from 250 then.
Oh, yeah. You probably should.
Yeah, you might.
Ground speed, I got to put in the tailwinds. Ground speed is currently 172 knots.
Let's do 165.
I have a 40 knot head wind, so how does that work? Are you on?
Live weather.
How do you have a 40? Yeah.
I'm on live weather,
Oh, I'm not on live weather, that's why.
Me neither.
so I have to add 14 knots.
Yeah, speed it up. Okay, slowing down.
Right.
Because
So,
otherwise
yeah,
I'm not exactly on this answer.
Cabo Verde gained its independence from Portugal in 1975, and for the ensuing 15 years, is that right? Yes, 15 years. It was ruled as a one-party state with the, no free democratic elections until 1991. In fact, today's date, January 13th, 1991, Cabo Verde had its first multi-party free and democratic election. It's now recognized, actually, as being one of the most democratic nations in the world. Certainly in Africa. I think it's actually on the World Democracy Index. I think it's number one, the most free and democratic nation in all of Africa. And globally, according to in 2021 rankings, it was ranked 32 in the World Democracy Index, ahead of several EU member nations, including Greece and Belgium. So Cabo Verde is actually more democratic.
I find that way too funny.
Also, James,
Yes.
Vision Jet comes with a very special feature. No,
Just
it's
seat.
that's not the screen. It's
The Autoland? Is that implemented?
it's a pizza oven.
Start oven.
Now, normally that would be, of course, where it says emergency parachute pull here.
Now here's a question. Tom, in real life, the Cirrus Vision Jet has the auto land feature. For those of you who don't know what this is really interesting safety technology where if the pilot becomes incapacitated and is not able to land the plane safely, anyone else on board with zero flying experience and knowledge can push one button and the Cirrus Vision Jet will automatically determine where the nearest airport is safely like that, navigate there by itself, and land the plane on the runway with no human intervention. This
And
with the push
contact
of one
ATC.
button.
Yeah.
And it also contacts ATC.
Yeah.
It tells them that
Is it Squawk 7700?
it's Squawk 7700. It contacts ATC saying it's doing an emergency landing on runway 06.
That feature has not been implemented here. I don't know if they're planning on it.
He says, how safe and does it always work?
Always.
I mean, I hope it works when you...
It does fine super, so it won't land onto the next crash strip. It will land on the next big airport with proper emergency facilities, the proper ILS. And will it always work? I don't know. What might be the chances
Cool Hand.
are a lot better with all
Yeah.
than without.
Cool Hand is an interesting point, though. Is it smart enough to read NOTAMs? So what if there's a runway that's closed for maintenance? Will it still land on that runway?
Maybe.
And also there must be a way to prevent it from abuse, right? If you're really a lazy pilot every time, what?
Just like it.
Oh,
Grab your boots and
yeah,
go
let-
down there.
I don't want to land. Yeah,
After more than one.
that's probably the report. Like, we've noticed you've been reporting quite often.
Oh, I'm sorry, I scraped your
And the SR-22 also has it, or does it only have the parachute system?
The SR-22 has the parachutes. I don't
Yeah.
know if it has the auto land. Newer versions might have it. I'm not sure, though.
Yeah.
Not to my knowledge.
If you just look on my screen, there's the parachute right there. You pull
Yeah,
that,
you have to you can look up a video where they demonstrate it. Because it's scary.
We have one
Pull that,
from the
red-
TDM, right?
Also, I think the newest ones.
Yeah, I believe the demonstration video is in the TDM.
Yes, that's that.
pull that red handle right there. That will deploy on a real-life Cirrus SR-22 or an Icon A5 or a few other aircraft that are with this feature. That will deploy the airframe parachute. So it's a parachute not for the people on board, but for the plane itself. So it's sort of like a last-ditch effort. If you have to make an emergency landing and there's no good place to put the plane down, you can pull that red lever and the plane itself will deploy a parachute and gently settle down. Probably cause damage to the aircraft. It's not something you want to do willy-nilly, but it will protect the lives of the people on board.
You
And
actually,
also don't put it in cruise speed. Just
well,
slow down
it's like-
first.
oh, parachute. Okay. Reserve chute.
Wow. そうか、
We actually had
全
someone
スラットもある
who had to use it here in Belgium a couple of months ago.
Really?
Yeah, they got out fine. It was video, you just saw the plane, the parachute going down. Well, here it's for the real aviation connoisseurs. It says pool for caps. What does it mean? It's actually pretty. Yes, Peter. Yes, say it.
What is it?
It's the apps is for arrest and parachute system.
Parachute system is correct.
Yeah. Not arrested.
It's Cirrus airframe parachute system.
Airframe.
Huh.
Oh,
No, it's not a base look.
so next time you can say to your friend, caps.
But the
No
vision jet,
cats.
No caps.
I've never seen it being deployed on a vision jet. Are there videos of that?
Maybe.
I mean,
I'll
I know a
look it
few
up.
SR-22 videos.
Cirrus vision. That's
Caps.
caps. Oh yeah. Here.
But there are, nice.
I have something.
Can you show it on the... Should you show it?
I can.
Make sure you mute the audio just in case there's
Yeah.
copyrighted music.
That looks-
Hexa Legend,
Ooh.
yeah, the Icon A5 is equipped with an airplane parachute. Next time you're flying the Icon A5, look up, in the same spot, look up at the top of the cockpit right there, you'll see the red lever. Well, it's not implemented in the sim, but you can mouse over it and it'll tell you that's the airplane parachute.
CAT stands for Calculated Artistic License.
That's better.
That can also be.
How is everyone's Friday going?
Friday.
Well,
Well.
any chat? What I thought was interesting reading about it was that the majority, there's more Cape Verdeans that live outside of Cape Verde than there are that live in it. Yeah.
The population of Cabo Verde is roughly 500,000 people, and there's about 1 million part of the diaspora around the world. So about a 2-to-1 ratio of people living in Cabo Verde versus being from there but living elsewhere.
KL, oh, from my head.
Welcome in, Al. Nice to see you.
あれ
Sirga 5
トムキャットなんか片っぽ
saying, I'm the
ノ
only
ズル
person
が
in New Zealand
閉じとったけ
watching
ど
this. I'm
治
not so sure
っ
about
た
that.
な違うトムキャ
I know
ッ
it's
ト
really
か
early in the morning in New Zealand
なんか
right now.
A 型と B 型なんですよね
Yeah.
Where's Zed?
Is that KDOS? Yeah.
前トムキャットと一緒に飛ぶと
Hello,
片っぽだ
Asker.
けノズルが閉じてる現象があったんですけど
I feel like we should play the game now. Bring it up.
この飛行機はちゃんとまともに見えますね
Well, we're 28 nautical miles to the next touch and go, so yeah, we can do it now. Still some time.
Okay, chat.
Whose turn is it though? I did it last week.
I'll say it at the very end. To everyone say where you're tuning in from, where you're from. And
I'll do
Peter
that. Ah, come on.
is going to say.
I'll shut up with it.
Ottawa, London, Dublin, Vista, Greece, Hamburg, Atlanta, Sunny, Colorado, Stockholm, Sweden, Scotland, Skermen, Soto, Tampa, Germany, Belgium, Leuven, New Zealand, Stavanger, Norway, Paraguay, 2600 feet, Germany,
ちょっと違う飛行機も見に行きますかせっかくなので
Texas, USA, Brazil,
これなんか黄色のかっこいい色の飛行機でしたよ練習機だかなこれも
ISIS, really. Northern Ireland, Munich, Northeast USA, Germany, Washington, Rhode Island, New Jersey, France, UK, Wales, London, excuse me, that's a weird country. Bahamas, tuning in from
これはイタ
Montgomery,
リア
Alabama,
の飛行機かな
Alabama,
Broken.
Toronto, Haiti, Oxford. I think that was all.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
Very good, Peter. So, were there any other New Zealanders there? I don't think there were, right?
Maybe you are.
Yeah, there were.
There was? Okay.
Was?
At least one. Maybe that was the
No, okay, that was it.
石標式はどこかわかりません
I must say, when
これの練習機もよくわかんないんだよな
playing with a full 9
E339 ってやつおーいるじゃん8発のでっかい飛行機が
I am 3 minutes from Golf Victor Alpha Charlie.
あやべあ治ったよかった
No updates on the
いたーハーキュリーズ
Yeah. Jane, by the way, that blows my mind because in Canada, rather than apply a night rating or night flying is a separate rating you get after completing your PPL, and you're a pre-solo student pilot and you're already flying at night.
I think it was a lot of circumstance, but I made sure to do it in a way that was safe. But yeah,
Was it though?
3 hours away.
この の飛行機巡航速度よ50ノット書いてなかったかな、昨日調べ
Twin
て
otter
た
on my tail there. Very nice.
お、コルセアだ。コルコルも飛んでいい。またエアブレーキします。最近忘れがちだ。あ、ここに変態、大隊長がいる。ということは、この辺が持ち上がり変態だな。また見失わなければ後で行きますか。今はこのハーキュリーズの
Almost full flaps.
大事。
What would you do with 160, 70 knots?
It's approach speed.
Where's she going? Where's she going? Where's she going?
Oh.
Where?
I actually have to prepare for approach here.
Already.
It's perpendicular, so I'll have to do some maneuvers.
It's fine. Just fire around. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, looking at the pictures. Oh, we passed by.
I can't remember. I think it's on the flight plan. You can double check though.
So we should look at that. Also the runway is perpendicular on us, right? Yep.
Florida. Yep. Now, is this a question you want us to answer, Razko, who is king of the skies?
Not me.
The Sim skies? IRL skies?
I mean, IRL skies, it's Tom Cruise without a doubt. Right?
Dean, I just had an idea. We can't do it on Twitch for copyright reasons. We should do a watch party of Top Gun Maverick
また
Flight Sim community.
大
Have a
隊
few
長
of
を
us
ロストしたな。
streaming, not the movie, just our reactions, and then everyone else like use that use that feature. Was it on Amazon Prime or Netflix? One of the ones where you can have like a shared watch party, where you all watch at the same time.
Prime, yeah.
Yeah.
However,
Huh.
that only works within the same continent. So
Yeah, which-
America and Europe don't.
But you can just have it and then
Yeah, just press play and listen. It kind of works.
the rest of us don't even need to see the
いろんな
movie.
飛行機が
Well, no, but
やられ
the
てる
idea is that anyone from the community can like what Peter said, hit play at the same time as us, and then basically it would be
島が見えてきましたね。
I guess like a
タッチングをするのかな。
director's call to every channel,
どこ
even though
へ
we're not directors, but you know
滑
what I
走
mean.
路があるのかな。
That's annoying for other people to watch. Shut up and let me watch the movie.
And then I would be, the camera out of focus. Movement.
And I would be like, you see how they attach the camera right there.
Yeah.
If you look well, let's rewind a bit so everybody press
Yeah.
pause and rewind 5 seconds.
お、ダークスターいつもの人だな。あの人ダークスター好きだね。
So Jaina did that touch and
で
go.
も結婚してるんでしょうね。
Do
A lot
it
of
again.
touch.
Well, yeah. They have to go.
Well,
Sure.
Tom, bringing the conversation back to Cabo Verde and drones. As of 2021, the government of Cabo Verde was actually using drones to deliver medical supplies between the different islands in the archipelago. That was an interesting use of drone technology. Also, I see some windows. Cabo Verde is heavily invested. And by 2025, so just over 2 years from now, they want to have 100% of the electrical generation in the entire country be from renewable sources.
Quite nice.
there's a runway here that's not entirely perfect.
やっぱりエクストラより主翼がない分、なんていうのかな、視野は広いですな。
Yeah, always. It's the symptom approach.
Especially with it yet, it's fine.
Tom spec.
Yeah, someone asked in chat, cannot find the pizza switch.
どっ
Yeah,
ち
no,
から
it's,
どっち向
it's
き
with
に
this livery.
タッチングをするやろ。こっちからかな。
But keep looking.
みんながこっち
Yeah.
Cabo Verde gets its name from Cap Verde, Green Cape, on the Senegalese coast, which is the westernmost point of the continent of Africa. Islands. It is very cool.
あれ、トムキャット白いのもいる。あれ近づくと黒くなるのかな、あれ。
Final coming in a little bit high. I'm going to do a forward slip here just to burn off a little bit of altitude.
あれ、こっちからタッチングをするかと思ったらみんな
Want to get those two
Dank u.
red, two whites.
逆から近づいてるっぽい気がする。
And drop my flaps here in a second as soon as I reduce
みん
my
な同
airspeed.
じ向きで行くか。またジャンボがおる。こう後で。
Bad pilot is bad. I would probably abort this landing in real life, but
あの滑走路に降りるのか。
in fact, I'm not even going to drop my flaps. Just touch and go.
Oh,
Oh, you
let that
rascal,
go.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, and the runway's closed. Look at all these yellow.
There's so many things wrong.
Yeah, bad pilot is bad.
It's fine.
Fine.
And look at me float here too. All right, there's the touchdown, full throttle,
You do all of it.
and airborne. For a touch and go, that's fine. If it was a full stop, that would have been atrocious.
タッチングをしよう。
That has got to be the worst pilot ever.
I know, right?
もうちょっとした街がある
I
ね
know。the quote.
あんまり大きな街がある。大きな国じゃないんだな、きっ
Best pilot I've
と。
ever
いや
seen.
だ。フラップだ。
Worst pilot.
And actually,
Got a dark
there's
star behind me. Oh, Hex the Legend, of course. Hex, we
フ
missed
ラ
you
ッパーも
last
よ
time.
ろしくお願いします。考えたら。
Asking about a dark star pilot. We said, oh, if Hex was here, he always flies that. You weren't here last week.
and there's an airplane in the satellite imagery. Captured.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
To be expected. That was more often.
Yeah. New game guess what plane it is. Type.
The one that's, there we go. That's better.
Seawolf says, real talk, the sounds of the Dark Star are amazing. Well, thank you for that. We'll pass on that feedback to our audio engineering team. Dark Star, of course, is a fictional aircraft. Most of the real planes in the sim, we get access from the manufacturer to the real planes, and we have audio engineers with, really high quality mics who will record the real, genuine audio from the aircraft. The Dark Star, of course, is a fictional plane, so we couldn't just, go to Area 51 and record audio from a real Dark
フ
Star.
ルパワー。
So I'm not sure how the audio engineers what they use to make that sound.
ギャープ。
Please do that again while I shred the meat out of my ear.
もうかなりのバンク角で飛ぶね。
This is like an ADR. How do they call it?
This is contrary to
Afterwards.
AMD. That's
That one.
You know what
ASMR.
トムキャットもめっ
I mean. ASMR.
た。さっきの黒い人か
Tommy, gonna do an ASMR screen?
It's very controversial when I do that. I mean, there's that clip. You can link that clip.
Jane, do you want to do an ASMR
そ
screen?
の黒い飛行機じゃない。
Yes.
ノーマルカラーっていうか。
Oh, Tom, I've got you in sight for next 6 o'clock.
Yeah. I see. I'll be honest, the intentional ASMR does not work. think I had it first as a kid. You know, when in the shop someone is wrapping a present for you, and now I know what's called.
I have for the first time when you were giving your traffic.
見えなくなった
Declare an emergency. Flight stick numbers policy. Pull the chute.
So Alex asked, isn't the Dark Star similar to the Aurora project? Well, that is a very loaded question. The Aurora project has never officially been confirmed to
の
even
大体
exist.
長発見
It's all purely speculative.
とりあえず
So no
近
one
づいていってみ
knows
ま
if
すか
Project Aurora is even a real thing. But if it were, then yes, it is speculated that the Dark Star that was designed as a fictional plane for Top Gun Maverick, which we then added to Microsoft Flight Simulator, it would be based on what the properties of Project Aurora would have been as a hypersonic scramjet.
DC さんの翼担当がちょっと大きすぎるんだよななぜか
Where did that script go?
Interesting. I thought it was so cool. It says,
No.
okay,
You're gonna
in
tell me.
1968, yes,
Spitfire.
the ship arrives off the coast of Cabo Verde and there's no crew to be found, and they don't know what happened, but the cargo was basically full.
Sorry, I've got a fire alarm going off in my building.
Uh-oh.
It's fine.
Just keep
It's fine.
Oh, it stopped. False
If it's
alarm.
not a package, it's
Ita.
fire alarm.
Did you hear that though? Did my mic
Yeah.
pick that up?
Yeah.
あ隊長がいる
Worried for a
久しぶりに見たな隊長
Alright, false alarm. It only went off
Glad
once.
that's her. Anyway, found this ghost.
これが大
this
隊長の今日の飛行機
ship,
か
and it had a ton of basically latest electric keyboards from its keyboards, it says, and they didn't know what happened to the crew, so basically they distributed all these keyboards to
Oh, it's happening again.
oh,
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to evacuate yet.
like a mistake.
I'm surprised though that my mic is picking it up. I've got a noise gate that should pick up the background noise like that.
This, I think, kinda aggressive. Yeah.
I would find complaints that your mic is picking up fire.
もうむちゃこれ変態だな
I'd like to
も
return
うラ
this
ベル
mic.
だけでラベルばっ
Doesn't
か
work
り
why? Well, the fire alarm went
あ
off.
れなんだかよく読めねえと思うけどさ今ちょっとトイレとは別の人でさ
Anyway, the keyboards were
Yeah.
distributed
Back
to
to
local schools, and it says overnight a whole generation of young Cabo Verdeans gained access to the latest keyboards and inadvertently inspired the country's post-independence music explosion. So here's the
That's really interesting.
really cool.
I'm surprised though because surely the ship, and Peter, I'm guessing you know a lot more about this than I do, but surely the ship has a registered owner, and unless, according to maritime law, this is like international convention,
ねえ
unless
DC
cargo was
作っちゃう
deliberately
Woohoo!
thrown overboard, it's still the
Mango!
property of the shipping company.
Is that a rule in
IMO
1968?
number.
隊長の飛行機が見えないなあいた
But I don't put the size of the ship, right? If it's like a fishing vessel.
I found the article. I mean, March 28th. Spanish. Verde. Cargo is coming.
お大佐 抜いちゃう抜いちゃう。
Well, and here's a fun little bit of trivia for you. The difference between flotsam and jetsam. Do you know, Jane? Do you know this one? Other than being the eels from The Little Mermaid. Yeah. So there's a legal distinction. Again, this is part of international maritime law, and it has to do with ownership of property that's found floating at sea after a shipwreck.
おお、
Flotsam
いつものダークス
is
ターの人にぶつか
cargo
る。
containers or other cargo on
ダ
board
ークスタータ
that
ー
when a ship sinks through natural processes is floating on its own. It was not deliberately discarded. In that case, according to maritime law, it's still the property of the shipping company.
隊長、
Jetsam is products that are deliberately thrown overboard, perhaps as a last-ditch effort to save the ship from sinking. And if you throw it deliberately overboard, it's basically finders keepers at that point by international law.
It's basically being jettisoned.
So the problem also goes with the fuel. Jet fuel gets jettisoned, so the problem
Oh,
keep it.
With a bucket under it. Yeah. Thank you. Good question. How do you classify the floating rubber duckies that were thrown overboard for science?
If I'm remembering correctly, those weren't actually thrown overboard. That was part of a shipwreck, and it was just a pure coincidence that they were floating rubber duckies.
Yeah. It was a container that ruptured actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he says we're all currently Googling salvage law. Well, anyways, all these rubber ducks, marine scientists have been using these rubber ducks that were in part of a shipwreck decades ago that are still floating to this day to trace like tides and current patterns of the ocean.
割と平べったい島ですね。
For me, no, I'm fine. Yep.
More cinematic view, like drone mode.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then what we normally do is we go here to the camera and we the drone speed all the way down to like 7, 6, 8 maybe.
Patience.
And then the rotation speed around 30. And now when you use your controller, very precise.
Peter actually drawing us drone skills.
You're way better.
あ、ぶつかったんですよね。うおー、びっくりした。こ
Secret.
That's right.
But
のむちゃかり変態に行っとったのに。何回は死
Well,
ん
we're
で
coming
る
up on the
な。
next touch and go
Oh.
at Golf Victor
Short
Bravo
Tsujiku.
Alpha. I'm 6 nautical miles away. Disable my autopilot and start my descent. Should be able to line up for a straight-in approach here, just by making a slight left turn.
Looks about right.
Got the runway in sight. I'll try to do a better landing on this one to redeem myself from that horrible display.
that's an easy statement to make.
It's that horrible.
We have a 12 knot tailwind on this landing, so I like it personally.
So further,
70ノット。これはさすがに
Let's see what's good.
F15 戦闘機では無理ですな。
And here, at least in Belgium, I know a lot of people go there to spend the whole winter.
snowboarding. Yeah. I thought you said snowboarding.
ああ、これみたいのか。タッチングか。タッチングをするか。
Well, that's nice.
Well, I mean, you can snowboard in Dubai. Yeah, they have an indoor ski. All right, Jane, I'm lined up for a much better final for this one now.
I'll use the slight touch. Yeah, it's fine. It was nice. But yeah, the 12 knot tailwind coming from the left half of the aircraft helped it.
チョルがな。ああ。エイミングポイント。
Epic music.
Kinda makes
Is
sense.
it,
いや、も
is it in Europe also
yeah.
a rule that it's below 10,000 feet? You have to be on at all
Yeah.
times?
Or
is
I
it
have
more
for
for
maybe,
iPhone?
yeah, but for VR there are no
と
real
いうの
rules,
に
so
加
it's
速し
it's
ちゃ
a
う
wise
か
thing
ら
to
ね。
do, but
For
yeah.
VFR, there are no real rules.
None.
It's a free-for-all.
Nice.
That's what VFR means, right? Virtually free of rules. Oh, look at
This is actually pretty beautiful scenery, I gotta say. It's,
That
you know,
is-
it's very barren, and you can see there's not a lot of natural resources here. Very pretty island nation.
That might be interesting to do some flights from the mainland to here. Although most of it is just ocean.
Yep. It's indeed great scenery.
Well, folks, we always look for an
今
appropriate
日なんか
theme
人が少ないか
Friday.
な。
Holidays, observances, historical events
So
that
did
take place
mine.
around the world. We do want to showcase the entire planet, not just one or two. Every week when we have what's happening? No, not. I look for events or holidays that are taking place around the world, and so just so happens today is Democracy Day in Cabo Verde. Last week we didn't do this. We did Iceland instead for last week's flight. But last week's the holiday, or the historic event that was being commemorated, was the first flight of the Tasman Sea from Sydney, Australia, across to New Zealand. And I thought that's a really cool historic flight, and it would be fun to recreate that in Flight Sim. Oh, there's my fire alarm.
There we go.
Which one is
なん
it?
だ今のピンピンっていうの。
So,
初めて
So
だな。
weird. They must be.
They might be doing it next. So anyway, I thought, wouldn't that be a cool thing for Friday? Historic flight across the Tasman Sea from Australia to New Zealand.
あ、これ
Except
ピヨピヨ
it's a
ピヨピ
really
ヨあ
long
れか。
flight,
分かった分かった。
and
もう
95% of it is over water. So it's kind of boring. So that's why we didn't do it. But
How long is long? How
just
long
use a
is
dark star, and it's all relative.
Right?
yeah, I mean, we'd have to use a business jet or something to be able to fit it into 2 hours.
Yeah, but even then it would just overload
Yeah,
the water.
but even then, like I said, it's not 95% of the flight would just be looking at the water. So,
Kind of like what we're doing now.
well, this is a little bit more interesting than that.
Last streamer's too long.
We should do like a landing competition stream. People doing it once.
We really should not.
We should. Come on, Peter.
Fun last time.
There's
I
a
mean,
lot
it
of
was
fun
very chaotic,
airstrips.
but it was
Can I use VR?
Sure.
Yeah,
There's a lot of fun airstrips out there.
yeah, that's true. We'll just
I mean,
take some husky or some.
Or like the Reno thing we did.
Oh yeah, that was actually fun.
Could be fun to do again.
Maybe we should do an Reno event soon.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really?
Great.
Thank you so much for my
sta-
that you do something with my YouTube.
We can share a little bit of news, but we'll keep some of this under wraps. But mark your calendars, folks. January 25th, Wednesday, January 25th. We're going to do another Reno Air Race stream, including some of your favorite YouTube and Twitch flight sim personalities.
Really?
So stand by, save that date, mark your calendars. Same time as normal, 2000 Zulu. Those in North America, that's 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific time. We're going to be hosting a Reno event with some of your favorite flight sim streamers from Twitch.
本当よ、これで格納した状況なのかな。そんな感じか。
Yeah, we'll take credit for
thinking
that. No
about it,
worries.
完全には中に入りきらな
I
い。
was like, wait, I'm in this group already.
So do you want us to actually
Fire.
participate, Cindy, or just camp?
We're
We're
background
camping,
folks.
right?
Yeah.
Oh
I said, Peter, come on, I said favorite
no.
personality.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. And you also said you were Twitchers. Well, I am just furniture here, basically.
やっぱスピードファイヤー美しいの。
We'll make sure to
Fine, CD.
point the drone cam at anything but the aircraft.
Yeah, from CD, yeah.
Look at this dirt.
What person is winning? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just kicking up some dirt. Look at the dirt.
Let's take a look at the crowd.
Then there's whole CDs and Jades in the ground. Like that.
We should make a mod.
Yes, Peter, get on.
Just
Open Photoshop right
Yeah.
now.
We could actually.
コルセアだ。コルセア見るか。もうすぐ来るか
Ladies
ら。
chat, how's your Friday going?
Let's move on.
Yes, you can still join.
Mhm.
Or are we approximately right now?
I am above.
ああ、ロールした。背面飛行だ。
I'm 42 nautical miles away from Gulf Victor Mike Alpha. I just took off a few moments ago from Gulf Victor Bravo Alpha.
While you in at Golf Victor Alpha.
じゃあ
There are still a few people waiting on Golf Victor Bravo Alpha. Were they late?
Alex says, water to my left, water to my right. Yeah, water everywhere. So let's all have a drink.
It's they
Corsair.
normally say on like your PFV to like main attitude indicator to keep the ground side down or below, but now it's all blue. So I'm confused. So I'm flying upside down.
おお
Great question, news. The traditional dish is meat
ダークスター系
and herbs. Never had it before though.
あ
I can also attest that I've never had
あ体
any
調はどこ
cuisine.
にいるんだ大体調は
Or
いいな
Right?
このあれの
Every Friday.
あたりにいるんだろ
That's all
う
new
ねきっ
here.
と
Let's do a community road trip.
I think we should
We'll
start
stream every week from another place.
whenever we do these community events. We should be in the country.
Exactly. Physically.
Ah,
What I
There
meant was
we
what I
go.
meant.
That's a
I
good
like how you
excuse.
think.
Yeah, then do a little community event there. Give out some.
Nice four
goodies.
bucks. The fly-ins are all in Hawaii.
ここら辺にいるんやろな
あ
ダークスターの近くにいるあいたいた隊長
Private jet. In the launch.
おやきは
In the long
ライトニング普通にダークスターに
Cloud gaming.
これはなんじゃ
No, no, just have a proper laptop so we
さ
can
あ
understand it.
90
possible.
が隊長の飛行機か。58。持ってる飛行機なのかどうか今一つよくわかりませんな。
Anyway, to more realistic expectations.
Yeah. Probably be home next week. Yeah.
Can we even play on that?
Well, three of us, well, two of us are licensed to fly, one of us is learning how to fly, and then one of us cannot fly at all.
あこっちの録画忘れとったかな。
Hey, I have 1,000 hours in FSX.
I actually
Yes.
spent some serious effort on trying to stream my 360 cam live from the plane, but it's ridiculously hard to do. One, you're flying a plane, that doesn't help, and two, you need to have proper 4G or 5G coverage, which proves to be hard. And then the whole streaming from a phone is a bit. So I haven't succeeded yet.
Expensive.
Yes.
We'll do it, Peter, like they do in Tour de France. Just plane above you, you stream to that plane.
Oh yeah, or we'll just tape your drone on the. If you would tape,
try it. No.
if you would tape a Mavic under the wing, that would work. And you could just control the gimbal from the side.
Yep.
And then
What-
stream it.
What if you had satellite internet, or would the latency be high?
I think if we keep low enough, like 1,000 or 1,500 feet, usually it's okay-ish. And if not, we'll just go lower, go 500 feet.
Salvage. All players. Try refreshing.
Jane, I think your nose gate might be a bit too aggressive.
Aggressive.
Go in and out.
Of course, Norma making all the noise.
Yeah, there's a cat there. A black cat on Friday the 13th.
Ooh,
He is here.
it's
That's
walk underneath
Living
a
on the
ladder
Big fate,
and
yeah.
break a mirror. What are some other things you can do for bad luck? Allegedly.
Open an umbrella in first.
Oh yeah, that's one.
Break a mirror or something.
Yeah, I said that one. Walk under a
black
ladder.
cat, walk on that. Yeah,
Have it.
I think that's
Black
about it.
cat cross your path. Friday the 13th.
eating a pineapple pizza.
Whoa!
No, that's
Whoa!
actually-
Hey.
Whoa, dude. Are you muted?
No.
Chat, let's look it up. Let's get all the ways that you can be unlucky on Friday the 13th. So let's do it. Separately.
We really want to tempt fate.
Yes.
PC freeze inbound. 5, 4.
Putting your keys on the table.
What?
I have.
What?
Is that a specific cultural thing? I've never heard that one before.
Where do I have to
What if
put
I
them?
always put them on the table?
Yeah. Put them on the floor.
Tipping a salt shaker, killing a ladybug, shoes on the table,
It's on the table.
ravens.
Oh, yes, don't wish someone good luck before a theater performance. Yeah, it's
That's
break
what they
a leg.
Break
Well,
a leg.
I don't think
Also,
any
don't-
four of
don't-
us is getting married today.
Hanging a horseshoe with the ends pointing down. Yeah, I know good one.
On the same token of theater superstitions, never say Macbeth in a theater. You're talking about the Shakespeare piece. You're always have to call it the Scottish play instead. That apparently, if you say Macbeth inside
Whoa!
the theater,
We
it's
saw-
a curse on the production.
I'm going to use that if I get really upset at some production.
翼端が紫の飛行機が大隊長の飛行機だと思うんだよ
I
な。
don't believe it.
Failing to respond to a chain letter.
That's hilarious.
Here's one, Chad. I don't know if you're familiar with this one. In Korea, they have a very strange superstition. They believe that if you go to sleep in a room with the door shut and a ceiling fan on, you will die. That's a genuine belief in Korea. Look that one up. Go search that online. Just search for Korea fan death. That'll come up.
I reckon you'll mean South Korea, right?
As far as I know, yeah.
Just an assumption. I might go there.
A seawolf? No!
Giving a clock as a gift in Chinese culture.
Yeah, that's interesting. No, it's...
Well, speaking of Chinese culture, sneak peek for next week, community fly-in. It's Chinese New Year, so we're going to do a Chinese New Year themed community fly-in Friday.
So?
Or it should be more inclusive, Lunar New Year next week. It's not just China; it's many countries in Asia that recognize the Lunar New Year as a very big deal. That'll be next week's community fly-in Friday. It's Year of the Rabbit this upcoming year. We're currently in the last week of Year of the Tiger, and starting next week it'll be Year of the Rabbits.
And then you will probably be eating some Chinese food.
Yeah, I think I'd probably maybe eat some Chinese food.
I think that's safe.
That's a good
Yeah.
option.
We actually can do that as well on CD this time. Or
Now, here's the question,
Going-
though. Will you be eating Western-style Chinese food
Yes.
or authentic Chinese food?
no Western,
I only...
Dutch.
I don't think
worse.
I've ever tried authentic.
No, you probably had authentic, like Peking duck or like dim sum.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you had that, right?
Yeah.
It's not like
What is Western?
it's not all sweet and sour pork.
Yes.
Babi bangwang with nasi is satay. That's Western. It's also Indonesian actually. Not really Chinese.
So they don't eat that in China at all.
No, they do eat it. Some form of it in Indonesia, but also not in Western.
They look weird at you.
Yes.
Orange chicken from Panda Express.
Yeah, that's definitely Western style Chinese food.
Wow.
And some. Yes.
Dim
Yeah,
sum
yeah,
is awesome. I
I
agree.
never really liked it actually. Sorry.
Blasphemy.
I know. Where's the runway?
It's over.
It's 15 nautical miles ahead of me, so probably don't have it in sight yet.
There's a lot of people, but I don't see
I
them.
am
I'll
10
just put
nautical
it-
miles.
I'll put it down between the people. It'll be fine.
That's
Just, oh, here's the runway. Oh, it isn't lit.
It's my noise skates.
I hear you.
better.
I spent significant time this week.
There we go. Sort of.
This... That was
Still,
fine.
But again, there was a tailwind of 10 knots, so I don't. It's okay under the circumstances.
So
Christmas?
wow.
Love it.
Is there pineapple? I hope.
There is no pineapple. It's just heart-shaped pepperonis. It's amazing.
のでっかいのが飛んでるけど、これなんだろう。
There. Let's see. I've been looking a bit at our our destination airport, but I cannot find it. Like it's satellite imagery. There's nothing there.
Uh-oh.
Are we
Well,
doing a bush trip landing?
We'll figure it out when we're there.
Vim
To be
34
fair,
ああ、練習
the
か
map actually shows
見えないやつだな。
Yeah, it
waypoint
shows
and not an
something, but-
airport.
but like nothing else.
Well, maybe it was real flights
748ってことはまた今日もジャンボで来てる人がいるんだ。
Satellite, I do see something very. That could have been
Spooner
a
said.
runway.
Hit the auto
That's-
button. What happens?
That's a problem for future us.
Right.
Yeah, 30-minute us.
Yeah, so if you
Then-
look at the garment, it's
And then 30 minutes from now us will be like, well, 30 minutes ago. Stupid.
So is the next waypoint Golf Victor number 5 also?
I think we have
still one more touch.
two more touch and goes. The one we're about to do imminently, and then one more, and then a full stop. If I remember correctly.
We already done it.
Oh, you've already done that one? We didn't see it, did we?
We did.
Oh, we did?
Peter, I think you're very far ahead.
I'm 6 nautical miles away from Golf Victor Mike Golf.
I'm
I'll
just
just get
landing there right now.
Yeah, Peter's a
I'm
Scooter, this
in a
cat
rush.
is...
because of the tailwind, of course.
this
Ah.
is Norman.
Aww.
ジャンボを見に行こ
It is very neat.
Massages.
So he pretty much makes the appearance.
う。足りない。
Like, why am I not getting it?
Yeah. Norman named after Norman Bates.
From Psycho?
Yeah. I was going through a phase with that name.
Poor cat.
あ、いた
But。he does have like psycho eyes.
And it's
ジャンボ
like
を見て
cats.
から A20 や。
Well, you know what they say, Jane, a boy's best friend is his mother.
Right under us.
A20 のが近いか。
Alright, turning final now.
It is
Oh,
Friday
touch
the
and go
13th.
君な。
How many people have black cats?
A20 はデフォル
I
ト
don't
のリ
have
バ
cat
リ
of
ー。
any color.
Me neither.
Yes,
Used to have it.
But
Talk about
Tuxedo.
No, he was already 15, 16 years old. One morning, there was no
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
ギアダウン。
Has an orange cat. What is
やべえ、やっ
orange
ちゃうとこだっ
cat?
All right, chat. Here's a poll queue. Now, don't type anything until you hear all the options. If you like cats, type 1. If you like dogs, type 2. If you like none of the above, type 3. And if you like both, you get to choose which is your
What?
favorite.
I
Very
don't know
special.
many.
You have to.
One is.
One is cats,
Cat.
2 is dogs. Or as I like to call it,
Very
1 is wrong,
sensitive.
2 is right.
いや。
I abstain from this. I can't pick.
I saw a 4 there.
that's both probably.
A 1.5. Oh,
Fine.
cats, they're just easy. You can go away, they will survive,
Cats are
they wash
assholes.
themselves. No. Well, they mostly mimic the owner.
Well, so that's
So the owner is nice, the cat.
There are definitely more ones.
Wow.
Good.
Surprising.
Cat team. Make
Shouldn't
cat
even vote.
livery.
I can't vote.
People have dogs, but
Like
cats
people.
have people.
That is also true.
Yeah, dogs have owners, cats have servants. You know what the difference between right?
If you're dying, the dog will try to save you. The cat will try to eat you.
Well, that is one of it. But here's what I was going to say. A cat and a dog will look at the human, and the dog will say, "Wow, this person feeds me and cleans up after me and cares for me and provides me with everything I need. They
あ、
must
コ
be
ン
a
コルドがい
god."
る。
A cat will look at the
Logical.
same thing and say, "Wow, this person feeds me and cares for me and cleans up after me and provides me everything I need.
見えた。
I must be a god."
Yes, I prefer cat tree landings.
One bird person.
Bird person.
Okay. Bird person.
Nice. I thought we were going
Gets-
with
gets-
Phoenix person.
Here's a rat.
Well,
Well,
fine.
depends.
Those are almost as easy as cats. With the added benefit that you can lock them up in fact.
intact. Everything
Oh,
else
wow.
was broken.
Must be a fun.
A really cool looking day.
And there it goes again.
He must be doing some testing or maintenance or something on it.
Well,
So I
now
finally
when you
had
open
this,
the door, the whole building's gone.
Oh. I'm finding it touching those a bit down.
Mr. Moon, we just took off from Golf Victor Mike Alpha GVMA. Alright.
おお、双葉なタイトルじゃん、美しいの。これどこだ。エールフランスじゃねえの。
Yeah, it looks like it just has like 40 gears or something.
頭が高速モードになってないっすね。なんで書いてある？よいしょ。ブリティッシュエアウェイズの塗装がこれか。
There it is. Oh, no, it's,
Oh, it's still.
oh, and it stopped.
Are you safe?
さっきあれ見たのラプターを見たな。
Welcome new Discord moderator. Well, no, we didn't make an announcement. We have some new.
Before new Discord.
Make your life
Thanks. Well, that's your command.
Yes. Something. People will agree.
あ、いかんかんかん。やべやべ、落ちる。ああ、よかった、治った。おお、見えるね、本当に。
How can you not love cats when you have a user, regular user of our streams, Captain Meowing? Spitfire.
So I don't like cats.
7488
Ah!
Wrong!
Well, that's a lot of
No,
stuff.
wrong answer.
So I was going to say, I don't like cats, but cats seem to love me. And I just want to explain why this is. So, like, if I visit a friend's house and they have a cat, there'll be like a crowd of people, like at a
Oh,
party,
これはどこの
there'll be like
リバリーだろう。
12 people there.
デ
The
フォ
cat
ル
will
トじゃないな。
seek me out because they can tell that I'm
This
not a cat
Joker.
person.
Because they are assholes, CD.
Yeah, and so like the cat will like rub up against
派手な
me.
リバリーだ。
Don't like you, don't you?
Yeah. So I think they can tell because I don't make eye contact.
シンガポールエアライ
And
ン
I
の
think
特
they,
別塗
they
装機な
I've
のか
actually
な。
read
なんか
about
えら
this, why
派手
this
だ
is
な
a。
You won't
thing.
even look at a cat, you hate them that much.
And so, yeah, Scott says, look, this is true. They do the same thing. Right. So you get this now. I looked this up online. It's actually happening. So they can tell people who aren't cat people because you avoid eye contact. So they see you as someone who's not threatening to them. And then they'll seek you out. So I guess the lesson here is if you're not a cat person, you want your cats to be good, is to stare at them, make intense eye contact, show them who's
Hiss at
boss.
them.
Don't you dare stare and hiss at my cat.
First thing I'm going to do.
Like, alright, what's up with that guy?
You talk to cat ratio.
あ、あの人、いつもキャットじゃないか。
I like some.
Yeah, I like some dogs. And I like some cats.
Rule one is that
こ
the
こ
dog
は
has
信号
to
か。
be minimum around my knee. Because before I take it seriously as a dog species. Yeah. Otherwise it's just a rat.
But
with
you're
fur.
really tall.
I
So
know.
that's
So it
only
better be a
big dogs.
proper
Are-
dog. Yeah.
Are you insulting Jane's corgi then?
Well,
Big
I'm saying
Corgi's pretty
What's a
squat.
corgi?
あ、
Oh,
違うな。
my Shiba, I mean, Copilot
Yeah,
Winglet, she would come close. I don't think she would come close.
Close. But at least it's a dog, right? You don't have to carry it around.
Boom, what the hell?
With a sweater on.
Yeah, when you
Just-
sneeze,
Yeah,
it flies
my
away.
my sheep is.
大惨事だ。
Cannot take clothing out of plane.
I just don't like dogs that want to hug you with full legs extended. I'm like, no,
コンコルド。
come near me.
Just wanna have
Oh.
dog, right? Calm, perfect dog.
Get me a drink.
Oof, yeah, give me a beer.
By the way, I love how regarding Franklin's company, you can knock on my door.
Uh-oh.
Well, you just, I bet
Fire
they're saying
department.
just ignore that fire.
It's like, sir, why are you still
Yeah,
here?
why are you still not evacuated?
Please. Why are you
How many more
streaming?
times do we have to sound the alarm?
Are you still like a fireman in front of the camera? No, this is done. I didn't hear anything. It's like, yeah, these noise cancelling it. Uh-oh.
You didn't mute it.
Yeah.
I
Oh
can
no,
mute it. I
mute it. Uh-oh, he's already out of costume.
can- Maybe you
Look good.
Like these bags. Didn't get most valuable stuff. Oh, no.
あ、そういうのだ。結構ぼーっとした人がいた。ほら。
never know. I don't want to end up on screen.
いけません。
No, this official Microsoft stream.
Don't follow CD.
これじゃ変態。
So now we can talk about this. That's great.
Oh, back.
That is exactly what we thought it was. They are coming from unit to unit in my Did I answer the door in my flying gear? No, I very quickly took it off.
I
Can you
saw that.
imagine that?
That'd been awesome.
Hello? No, I'm not mentally ill.
Why are you disturbing me? I'm doing a flight.
Doing a, like, yeah.
I'm flying, can't you see?
That this actually happened on my personal Twitch channel once, though. I was doing a stream with Factual Gull, and she was dressed up as a flight attendant, and we got an Amazon delivery, and neither of us had time to change, but she had to run down to the front door, still dressed as a flight attendant. And the Amazon delivery person kind of looked at her and said, "Are you an air hostess?"
Can't
Yes.
you see?
I'm
What
a
did she
virtual
say?
air
Did she
hostess.
say she was just cosplaying?
I can't even remember.
I would have just said,
I'm doing-
yeah. That would have been
Sure,
too
let's
honest.
go.
Virtual training.
Sure, let's go with that, sir. Would you like something to drink?
Yeah.
Coffee, tea, monster.
The captain
Would
is
you like
home
some
too.
peanuts?
Well, look at this. What is going on? We got a major Illuminati.
Probably the Pope.
あんまりなんか人が住んでる機会もない島というか国というかですね。
Anyways, it's good to have that explanation that they're sending people to every unit in my building.
Yeah.
So that we know what's happening now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Oh, so 50 times?
oh, there it goes again.
That's fun, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, well timed,
Right.
この警報音がいっぱい一体なんじゃろうな。
Love it.
See, mention of Kerbal Space Program. Well, tomorrow there's another Falcon Heavy, I see. So if you're into that, it's dual first stage landings. Always interesting to see.
Oh, next airport is the full stop, right?
Yep.
Well, the next stop
It's the
airport
Ghost
is the
Airport,
full stop.
yeah.
Well,
Or
we'll
just
see
put it
what's
down on the road.
Let's see what's gonna happen. I'm 49 nautical miles away, so we'll see what happens when we get there.
We'll just put it down on the highway.
Right. I mean, there is a proper airport on the
We
island.
could all try
There.
emergency landings and see how it goes.
あ
Oh, so this is
大
how we're
丈
at
夫だ
over
な
now. I think
スタビライザ
this is
ー
the
と
capital city.
ラ
There's
ダー
actually
の
much more lush
Position.
vegetation here. Most of the
おかしく
previous
ないな。
islands we saw here in Cabo Verde were pretty devoid of life, very desert. This one, there's a lot of trees and greenery.
修正が入って治ったのかな
And there's some more of those windmills. We talked earlier about how by 2025, Cabo Verde is going to be 100% powered by renewable sources. That's pretty cool.
So I think the goal Victor Sierra
Yeah, I think that's Sao Philippe location, airport name, Fogo Island.
Yeah, let's go there then. Should we do a direct to?
I'm gonna go to where the
discretion.
flight plans is. I'm gonna go to Golf Victor Mike Tango and see what happens.
I'll do a flyover, then do maybe a whole tour of the whole thing. Because it seems like we arrive a bit earlier. Okay, sightseeing tour.
All right, chats. Anyone have any fun or exciting weekend plans? Yeah, I was gonna say. I know what I'm doing. I'm staying in and playing video games all weekend. It's gonna be awesome.
Right.
That's great. Same.
What are you playing, Gene? Stardew Valley?
Yeah. Start. Fall of year ones.
アメリカ海軍第二次世界大戦期なので私からするともう完全にデッキですな
Oh, I am going to Moscow. Exciting.
I discovered a cool game, Fireworks Mania. Well, it's all about
Fireworks.
fireworks and
Fireworks.
mania.
What do you do though? Just make them.
It's total freedom. Like, there's a ton of mods out there. Just can. Well, the fun thing is you can pick up the fireworks too, so you know where that already goes. And then there's some fireworks stores that can explode, or you can make whole shows, which I'm trying to make. And then you spend 5 hours on placing everything, and you're 1 minute everything. Sure, 5 hours. Time well spent. Next
Playing
week.
Potomac.
Or I might try another simulator. But it's not a competition, it's trains. Or simulator.
I'm probably spending some time at the new plug-in airport.
That's grandkids. Pickleball. Ending strips of probably covering
Oh, let's see. It's Skyrim.
Oh,
the Alexa version.
You know, I played Skyrim when it launched in what, 2011? With like no add-ons, no mods, just plain vanilla Skyrim, and I've never played it again since. It's probably a completely different experience now.
Have like three other
Multiplayer? Co-op?
Yep. Jane sometimes does that on your channel. Yeah. I think you've played like Peter. You can't play with other people.
Oh, we played Left 4 Dead on Tuesday.
Left 4 Dead.
Yes, and I was one of the best better players there.
Scheduled in a bonus.
の燃料切り結構
VR?
I forgot it's in
No, it can be in VR.
Yeah,
How does that work in VR? It's too
it's like
It's pretty
you're the-
terrifying.
Yeah, it's scary.
It's actually walking in 3D and then do the puzzles in 3D.
I actually have 3D.
Yeah, that would be
I bought that. I bought that
Uh,
game, played one round, and then got tired.
Yeah, I
なんて変
I
態
think I
飛行してるっ
total
ぽい
of
な
1
ちょ
hour
っ
in Among
と
Us.
見に行ってみるか
But maybe with friends it's actually
Seawolf asks, who makes the best budget rudder pedals? Well, the rudder pedals that I personally use are not budget pedals. They're the higher end ones, Crossmaster TBRs. And they're really nice, but they're not cheap, so you have to get paid for it. In terms of budget pedals, Crossmaster's got their
Alter.
baseline, the T-Flight rudder pedals. Those ones are fine. They're relatively affordable, good budget ones. Logitech or
でも
Cytec
さ
makes
球同士
decent
の
budget
変
pedals as
態
well.
飛
Check
行で
those
はな
out.
かったか
And then Honeycomb has the upcoming Charlie rudder pedals. I'm not quite sure when those are going to go on sale. They've been having issues with their supply chain, unfortunately. So they've been delayed many times now. But I think those are kind of like mid-range, if I remember correctly. Like they're
この前香港でか
less
っこい
pricey
い
than
変
the
態飛行見
TBRs,
たから
but
それに合って
higher
んのか
end
なって言
than
ったら
like
そうでもないの
T-Flight
か
or the Logitech pedals.
that's the one where the majority is of laser cut wood, right?
Yes.
It's
Fulcrum.
called Fulcrum, which are decent, I believe. I've never had them met the other day. I've never had a look from up close, but
広くてかっこいいとそ
they,
うだ
they
な
did
これ
look
Solid.
yeah.
Solid.
And didn't
There is actually other brands also.
Turtle Beach launched a HOTAS recently to go along with their yoke. Do they have rudder pedals too? I'm not sure.
A couple of weeks ago, I saw another
Yeah, Turtle Beach Velocity
maker,
runners.
Slaw device. And it's a guy that makes them. It's just one guy. So there's long waiting lists, but apparently they're very high quality. Also rudder pedals.
Zesty, the answer to that question is it depends. You will be either GPU or CPU limited depending on what you have for hardware and what your graphics settings are configured to. If you have a very high-end CPU but a low-end GPU, then you're going to be capped on GPU, and vice versa. And if you're got really high-end hardware for both, then it will depend how you got your graphics options set up.
Ideally, you would be GPU limited, so that you have the most frames per second, while the calculators are not the bottleneck. But you will be limited either way. You will either be CPU limited or GPU limited, and that's really dependent
だっ
on
て
your
ここの飛行場はなんかどえらい見たときに引っかかったような気がして
You can go into dev mode.
さっき2回失敗してるからもう怖いものは何もないとはいえ最後ぐらいは美しく決め
I'm
た
not
い
going to show that because then my engine
感じ
shuts
じゃい
I do see the Ghost Airport. I'll do a high altitude pass over it. was the volcano.
Go scout it out.
Yes.
ちょっとだけこの島の観光ぐらいをしていくか。
Because otherwise they'll spot you, right?
Have to stay low.
I have the not airport inside.
Full dungeons.
Ghost airports. Right in the
Ghost?
I'm totally landing there, by the way. I'm gonna full send this.
Sure. You do that? I'm gonna call it.
あ、こっちにも飛行場がある。
I think I'm right below you.
Yep.
Nice.
9,000 feet.
なるほど、ここにこうやってあれがあるんだな。
Yeah, what is that?
外輪山的なものが。やっぱ火山の地形っていうのは面白いね。面白いですね。なんだ綺麗な、なんかこの山が。なるほど。
Ooh, look at this volcano over there. That's the tallest one we've seen yet.
Yeah, with all the
I think so, yeah. Fire Island.
Ice Peak is active volcano. 2,829 meters or 9,000. Erupted late 2014.
I see that there's actually a village inside the volcano with a lot of hotels. Well, we live on the edge.
Yeah, it says despite the obvious risk, farmers still continue to grow coffee, fruit, and even vineyards on its slopes.
Wow.
Wow.
さあてこの短い滑走路に着陸できるかな。 もういっぱい現れてきた。
Just kidding. It's a mountain.
Gotcha.
So back when I used to play World of Warcraft, I had a friend in my guild that he had an add-on that whenever certain events would happen when he was playing, the add-on would play all the different like WoW sound effects.
Yeah.
おお、やっぱ大勢飛んでるね。あんまり見えなかっただけか。
Real says the real volcano to right, that's the crater of an ancient volcano.
みんな楽しんでますな。
Yeah, well, I would hope so.
楽しいからな。
That they're not actively in an active,
Active
volcano.
volcano.
どこが
Victorious, you're welcome. Glad you enjoyed it. We'll be right back here, same time, same place next week for our Lunar New Year edition.
なるほど。
Friday.
Break.
Stand by for that. Ooh, look at this, Jane. Get a mind field for a second here. Look at this beautiful reflection of the entire island.
ギアダウン、フラップダウン。
Volcano in the water. That's pretty.
Wow.
Wow.
Up my mountain.
Look at this.
That is
Wow, amazing.
wow, amazing.
Some maze house.
It's insane.
Okay.
Robin, so this is your first time. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, Robin. And I hope you like I said, we do this every week, same time, same place. Different destination every time. Try to explore the entire province. And we always share some facts, trivia, and history lessons. Try to teach you a little bit about the places that we're visiting so you can expand your horizons and learn something as we explore our planet together.
What's one thing you learned about Cabo Verde today? Chat. Let's hear it.
よく見えん
I think
飛
for
行
me,
機
it's
で
that the indigenous animal is a long-eared bat.
あれか
So for me, the most interesting thing I learned when I was researching Cabo Verde was the fact that, yes, it was colonized by Portugal, but it was uninhabited. So there were no like indigenous people who lived here before the European settlers arrived,
Yeah.
which is a lot different than you could say for most places that were colonized.
He helps us go ship.
We've apologized for the number of locations, and yet you have been living there, so it's something.
Alex, I think,
Wow.
referring to the chupa party stand. Sermon de volcanoes. Alex, this you again.
I still like to take a city trip to New Amsterdam.
Yes, exactly.
City.
And we'll just start talking Dutch there because we still owe it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm coming in on long final. Straight in approach to this not an airport.
Not an airport.
止まれ
Let's see it. Actually,
おーいいとこだったけどギリ止まれた
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
いやでも今日着陸を2回ミスったからタッチングを2回ミスったからね
Wait, is this it? This is.
山登りしたい
That would you like?
飛行機が壊れないのをいいことに
It'll be fine.
I would
out of
fly in a real plane.
experience, I'd say,
うえーい
uh,
ヤッホー
well,
あれもあれ
fun
う
adventure.
えーい
Yeah.
転ばないのかなこ
It was fun, right?
れでうほほほ
In fact, I think of the 4 panelists on your screen right now, I think I'm the only one who has not flown in a real plane with Peter.
でべ
That is true.
We have to fix that.
Yeah.
But how?
ー早く着きましたね
Rent
だ
a
いぶ
plane then.
It's fine.
It will be fine.
It was on the tarmac, Jane. Don't be such a puss.
Just
Send
to
the line
eat
is
see.
And I'm coming
Send the
in
line is
short
for
final
IFR.
to the non-airports. Got a lot of people landing in front of me, including a Dark Star. Presumably that's Hex.
行くで登山じゃ
The wizard is neither late nor early. He arrives precisely when he needs to.
うおほほほ落ちるなぐわっ
I'm gonna start using that in work assignments. It's like, why are you 30 minutes late?
落ちるな落ちるな
Exactly.
もうちょい
Now,
もうちょい行け頑張れこんなもんだ
Planes bounce it.
落ちるな落ちるな
that was easy to land. They were saying
こ
this
こ
is
で
gonna be
U
hard
タ
to
ーン
land
が
here. That
したいのであるが無理であろうか
Flat grass.
We actually didn't land on Prospect.
落ちる落ちる落ちる
Shame. Oh well. Well, you know what's all you need. Right. No, I mean, one,
あーやべやべ
one
落ちる
train
落ちる
ticket
落
to
ち
the
る
Netherlands.
うーかけだこっちは
Or Belgium for the Netherlands.
Just grass.
うーこれもうほとんどスキーじゃない
Yep. Captain
これ
Meowing.
チャレンジしよう
3-2.
力乗った方が行きやすいのではないか
Directly.
It doesn't come sit on your lap. Yeah, that's a good one.
Cool じゃ
Yeah, you can turn on dev mode and go. It's
Ay,
under one of the options
sige
in,
na.
display under when
うーいいじゃない
visualizations, including your CPU.
パー
and
キング
GPU
ブレーキ
visualization.
ちょっともうちょっと前か7メートルかこれは パーキングブレーキ。ああ、いいところに降りれた。
There's even a pelican
Waiting for you.
yeah. That's where the press team is.
Oh, yeah, look at that landing.
Markers.
And I get some training for the.
Ooh, lipstick. That's cool. I'm on vacation. Did the whole flight from the cloud with the Razer Kishi. Worked like a charm. Awesome. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, this has been about a year now. You can play Microsoft Flight Simulator using Xbox Cloud Gaming off your smartphone, off a device like a Razer Kishi, off a tablet, in a web browser on a Mac, for example. You can play it. So
Even on a Mac?
Oh
Yeah.
my
So lots of options available to play Microsoft Flight Sim through the cloud, and as Lipnik says, it works like a charm. One catch, which is kind of sad right now, but as far as I know, this is under development by the cloud team. You can't use flight controls like peripherals, like a stick or yoke.
Noxago.
Those are not. You can only fly with an Xbox controller. But other control options are coming. It's under development at the moment. TBD for available.
And we have landings.
Well, I think we're all down. We're about 5 minutes before our end.
F22 が展示飛行してるね。
Any final thoughts?
No, that's more.
My final thought is Happy Friday. F22 が展示飛行してますよ。また消えた。
All right. Well,
文字いるかでも。
like I said earlier, stay tuned.
Italy
Next week's
allowed
Flight
it
Flying
to do
Friday
the
is
job.
going to be Lunar New Year themed, Year of the Rabbit upcoming. So we'll be back same time, same place next week for that, and hope to see all of you there. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
バイバイ。
Ja, gezondheid.
ということで今日は、着陸に失敗して2回、事故を起こしましたが、まあ無事に、到着することができました。でもちょっと立体の方の録画が忘れてましたね。まあということでした。お疲れ様です。